Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. Hey, still rocking the bicycle. I'm gonna become the dairy farming bicycle riding YouTuber. Ag Bagger G6 6170, 2016. This has been in the making of getting this and using this for corn silage since last winter. Ag Bag Mike, good guy, got to know him, really like him. Out of Pinconning, Michigan. It's where we get our ag bags. It's where I got the shaft for this bagger when it blew up. He brought me a spare. Actually got a double chain for this bagger. That's what runs the, well, it's an auger, but that's what runs the whole thing. That was like 900 bucks. The links were starting to crack. I noticed it when we were finishing this up. And I mean, he got to be a good couple hours away. Called him that night. He says, if I got it, I'll bring it down in the morning. I said, you're going to bring it early in the morning? He says, is there any other? And he brought it down. He's just there's guys that talk about doing things, and there's guys that actually do it. He's one of them guys. He's a doer. So, talked last winter that my bagger's getting pretty old. That one I got's probably 90s. This being a 16. This got a 10-foot tunnel. So mine's 9 foot, and this has also got enough cable for 250-foot bags, maybe even more. But I'm gonna run 5 250-foot, 10-foot in diameter corn silage bags. I would go longer, but at the end of these bags, the water kind of drains, and you don't want water draining in the center of an ag bag, and then it'd be a pool of water. So it just kind of works out perfect. The water drains all on that side, goes down these lanes and out. A little bit different than ours, but pretty similar in the same sense. This is an updated chain. It goes half short and half long. Mike was saying that that's because it'll help feed in there better, and it should make a better bag. An extra foot in diameter. What else does he got? He's got automatic rewind on this. Now, if you remember on mine, I had to put 50-foot cable extensions on there to get the 250. This, I'm not going to have to do that. And where do you run it at here? This is for your conveyor. So it has variable speed, and then there's the cable rewind. He kind of showed. Right now, it's in transport. He says you'll put this jack down here, take that tire out, slides out of a little porthole, and you put it back. Yeah, you'll put it on this side. You'll do the same to the front. So then she's sitting like this. Like this is designed to do the same thing, but we just never took it out of working mode because we never transported it far. But excited to see this in action. I hope you guys are too. That's the plan. I said my bagger's getting kind of old. The reason we had our meeting it was probably Christmas time. I was trying to upgrade my bagger, and he was looking at different ones, and he was talking, and he's like, well, this one's this one. He went and looked at them for me. Being a dealer, he's got it cut, he's got 500,000 customers, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana. And there was a lot of baggers sitting, and then at the end of the whole little meeting, he said, why don't you use yours for hay, and then I'll bring you one of my bigger ones down for corn silage. And as soon as he said that, me and the boys and Dad were like, man, that sounds like a heck of an idea. We'll just use yours. And he come down, brought me my bags. I've got 6 250-foot, 10-foot diameter bags. 5 here, and I'm putting one down at the dry cow lot. That'll be new. There'll be one big bag. We're going to quit using that silo down there this year. It's probably rougher than them. And I tried not using it last year. I don't even manage that anymore. My brother Mark does. And he said, no, we'll use it one more year. And I'm thinking, well, you're going to have to deal with it. And it's getting down there, and it worked. But I'm telling you, it's pitted. It's just from the 70s, I mean, those things don't last forever. So we're going to get rid of it for safety reasons. There's a cow patty from last week's Girls Gone Wild cow edition out in the beans. We got a bunch of hay to rake and bale. Cut down my uncle's 80 again. So what's going on? Quick pit stop at home to grab my lunch and tell you about today's video sponsor. Started about 3 years ago. Rochelle and I, we needed a new mattress. So we started searching online and we found Brooklyn Bedding. We ended up getting a king size bed and we absolutely love it. Got it delivered here right to our door and set it up. Loved it so much we ended up getting a queen for my daughter Catherine, a full size, 2 full sizes, one for Grant, one for Summer. With your Brooklyn Bedding mattress, you get a 120 night sleep trial along with a limited lifetime warranty and free shipping to your door if you live in the US. The best part of all this is that Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are designed, assembled, and shipped from the Arizona factory. I personally like that. And we took Brooklyn Bedding's sleep quiz before we got our mattress. It takes information about your sleep positions, firmness preferences, suggested mattresses for you. We've had our Brooklyn Bedding mattress for 3 years and we absolutely love it. What I like most about it is temperature controlled. It's not too hot, not too cold. Perfect for different climates. You know, since then we've also ordered new pillows from them and sheets, also shipped directly to your door. As to finish, Rochelle and I absolutely love our Brooklyn Bedding mattress. I think you guys would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out brooklynbedding.com. You can click on the links below. There'll be a QR code on the screen or a link in the description below. They're going to give us 30% off your mattress with code KIPSIGLER. I want to thank Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this video, and let's go. Get off the tractor and show you the John Deere 4430 freshly wiped waxed hood and a brand spanking new injection pump rebuild this spring. Remember, I had her down. This tractor was my mixing tractor when I first started mixing feed probably about a year ago. I used that. I pulled it off this rake. It was winter time and I liked it, but then she started rolling coal, not running right. Ended up being the pump. Blessing in disguise. I got a 4240 I'm using on the mixer. It's a lot better, a little shorter. Well, no cab on it at all is the thing. A PTO power, very impressed with. So then that freed that up once she got fixed, and she's back on the rake. And a lot of people think she's a little overkill, but this rake is heavy, particularly when you have to back into the corners. You don't back up with it much, but when you lift up and back it around. I had a smaller one on it earlier, a 5325 John Deere, probably the last 5 years. And this old girl, the 4430, is just better. I mean, she drinks a little bit of fuel, but she's got lots of power. This is our Coon rake, SR 600. Had it quite a while. Went through some growing pains with it. See, that's a big ass chunk of angle iron. Snapped both sides of this rake up before. Big gusset point here. And then you got this wheel bolted on here, strength, and your weak point was back here. Kind of a funky design, but once we got the bugs worked out with it, it's pretty darn good. Coon, tell me, comment below how many of you guys run them. My uncle's big 80, 40 and 40, drainage ditch down the center, big old irrigation, or big old drainage ditch on the north end. What I do, go around here, rake the headlands. I'll call my brother Mark, have him start here while we work on this piece. Beautiful day, 80 degrees, September, great drying. This is shaping up to be one of them years where you're taking hay off like no problem right now. This is not a problem getting it dry. It was heavy dew, but I mean, look at this stuff. Let's get it raked up. We got a long day. Let's get going, see what we got for lunch. Go. Headland. I got a little room to turn. I'm just idling down. We're in C3, 1400 RPM. Right in there. cut this field about 3 days ago. Got these rows dead straight. We used the auto steer at that buddy seat, that 7720. He wanted to come today. I used to plop him right here on a pillow, but I can't do that anymore. We're gonna just, only when I'm in a full cab, I'm gonna bring him. We don't want him bouncing off or something like that. This hay is bone dry. 80 degrees. 10-mile-an-hour breeze, 8 to 10 anyway. Look now, looks like Mark just entered the first field we raked the headlands on. Couple more passes and we're going to jump over there with Mark, and this whole piece will be ready. I'll finish that field. See, he's got these back headlands off. I'm not gonna have to worry about rolling any up and wadding it up. Just gotta dodge a few round bales is the only thing. Stuff we like doing. This you could probably actually look at these bales. Nice, tight, oh, grassy looking stuff. Completely dry. Gotta have a bunch of them. Yeah, you can barely move that. You imagine that bull moving that whole bale in the field. Must have got it rolling. Kept the momentum going. All right, let's head back. It's about milking time. That was over 4 hours. Gotta feed the cattle. Okay, and there's your feed. Very cool, very moist, all mixed together. And guess what we get to do now? I tried to turn on the grain silo to run some out for morning, and it wouldn't turn on. Or it turned on, but nothing's coming out. Let's climb up there and check that out next. Got a hood I kept out here. I mean, I haven't put this hood on in months, 6 months probably. Gotta have a hood. You go up in that dusty thing. And we're in, and looky. She's been working very well, but it needed to be let down. For some reason, that pipe lifted off, so we're gonna have to push that back over, get it in place. I might just get it in place and not put any doors in, or move the cord if the cord's long enough, just to get it fed. I'm getting a little fatigued tonight, but man, we're lucky that didn't cut and break that cord. But there's power up here. It was trying to run. I'm telling you, I'm gonna try to get away from this last silo, this grain silo up here, and I don't want to put high moisture in a bag either. I don't want another bag out there. I know the rodents really love getting into that grain bag, so I'm gonna have to come up with a different option. But I mean, this has worked, but I'm about looking at other options at the moment. Okay, well, I've got the bar in place. You see how far up we are. That might be 20 foot. Maybe not quite. I'm gonna do something with these doors. I think we're gonna head down here in a second. You know, while I'm up here, I'm just gonna put these doors in. There's no sense coming down, and I'm just got to power through it. I'm gonna set this one right here. slippery. Look at that. Okay, that's not bad. That door is supposed to be sitting one of these. I'm just gonna leave it. I got 2 in. I really like and load. To think I used to do this multiple times a week. Wasn't bad. It's gonna feel a lot better once we get outside. I thought it was hot out there. It's hot in here. Guys, I got carried away. I forgot about the power cord. I've gotta hook that up. Set that through there, plug that in, we'll be good to go. And I'll choke that cord up a little bit. She's let me get out of here. She's sagging a little bit, so we don't want nothing to get caught. Yeah, so you keep this up. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah. Well, hopefully it works. Woo! Always got to carry a knife if you're a farmer. You never know when you might have to cut or scrape something. Put that back there. Might use it again. I see dust rolling. Okay. We've got liftoff. There's a higher shot of your trampled beans. Could have been worse. Pre-fill this mixer for morning, if I like to do. Gives me a really good head start. Pull it in the barn, adding salt in there and my mineral. The mix stays pretty darn cool. You know, I always dump it in and I feel it. So come this winter, it'll stay even cooler. So on that one, guys, that's the video. Looking forward to running that ag bagger. Probably finish that off with corn silage, my bagger, or fourth cutting hay, whatever comes first. Then we'll start fresh with that baby down there. Looking forward to learning how to run it, showing you guys how it works. Have a good day. God bless. Take care.